Okay, so we're going to go over basic pattern. This is your first grading pattern, and it's called basic pattern for a reason. It's very basic. So there's only two real hand movements that you need to do. One is a low block, which is following your hand down. So your elbow's touching, hand on your hand, it goes on your shoulder, follows your hand down. When you get to your wrist, that's when you complete the block. So it's a low block towards the groin. And then the other hand comes back to your hip. So this is a low block with your left hand, and this is a low block with your right hand, okay? The second move you're going to do is called momtom jorugi, which is stomach punch. And unlike regular self-defense where we always keep our hands up, even when we're punching, we're going to bring our hands back to our hip. So this is very traditional style martial arts. Not recommended for self-defense, but for traditional martial arts, it's fine. It's actually a really good foundation pattern to learn because as you progress, you'll learn more advanced moves. So basic pattern really consists of a long stance, which from the front looks like this. My front knee's bent, my back leg's straight, or from the side, it looks like this. So my knee is pretty much over where my toes are, and my back leg is straight. Both toes, both sets of toes, are pointing towards the same direction. So if I was going to do it on this side, it would look like this as well. Okay? So now we're going to put them all together. That's the only stance you need to do, long stance, and then you'll need to do low block and a stomach punch. Okay? So when we start, we go like this. And usually when you start patterns, very start, we go chariot, which is attention, and kunye, bow. From here, I'm going to say jumbi, and you take your left leg, step across, bring your hands up in front of your belt, deep breath in, about halfway to your torso, make a fist, and then out. Okay? So it'll look like this. I'll say jumbi, and you'll go. That's your first move. Okay, so after here, we're going to get ready to do a low block. And what we're doing is blocking like a kick towards the groin in this position, okay? So I'm covering here. I'm bringing my elbows touching. So it's all closed. It's not like this, closed, okay? Now I'm going to take a step. My left leg steps left, and I go into long stance. Then I'll do my low block, and then I'll step forward and punch. Okay? And this 2 steps repeats over and over again in this pattern. Okay? So here's what it looks like all together. So I'm going to go jumbi. And the first move is 1, 2. And I'll reset the other side. Cover. So the hand that's out comes back. Leg that's in front goes through at an angle. I leave my feet there. I turn my body. Now I've got an opponent this side. I'm going to do a low block. Step forward and punch. From here, hand that's out comes back. And you'll notice the hand that's on my hip here goes down low. It's basically like a little map of where my hand's going to go. My left leg goes towards the front. Then I do a low block. Step forward, punch. 1, 2, 3. That's the first 8 moves. Now we repeat those 8 moves again, but we'll do it in different directions. So I'll do from the start to finish, and that way you know all of the moves for basic pattern. Jumbi. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ice. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ice. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then at the end of the pattern, I'll say kuman. Go back to this position, and then I'll say "sho," which is rest in Korean. That's how you do your basic pattern.